On the 15th of April 2000, Chrishana Logan was 19 years of age when she was indecently assaulted and strangled in the living room of her upstairs apartment in the 2400 block of Robinwood Avenue in Toledo, Ohio. Her body was discovered at 2 p.m. and authorities were contacted. Initially, her boyfriend was suspected and he was arrested the following day and charged with taking her life. The DNA found at the scene, however, did not belong to him and he was cleared. In Toledo of August that same year, a 17-year-old was walking across a parking lot when she was abducted and violated. Then only a couple of months later, in October, a 13-year-old was on her way to school, waiting for a bus in Toledo when she was abducted and brutalised. On the 25th of October 2005, all three attacks were linked by DNA analysis, but no suspect was found. This meant that the person responsible for the crimes was not in the CODIS DNA database. It also meant that he hadn't been incarcerated since 1996, or he hadn't been incarcerated for a crime which met the criteria for a DNA sample to have been taken. In 2013, since no more cases had matched the offender's DNA, Toledo Police Detective Jay Gast said it's possible that the man may have passed away. He may have stopped his random attacks, or he may have attacked other women we don't know about yet. No matter what happened to him, we want to identify this man in an effort to help those he victimised and their families move forward. That same year, a composite image was released to the public of what the suspect was believed to look like. The offender was described as a bald black male with a light to medium complexion. At the time, he had a moustache, a large stomach, scars and blotching on his cheeks, and was estimated to be in his 30s to 40s. The then Attorney General Mike DeWine asked everyone in the state of Ohio to help identify a man in the sketch believed to be responsible for the attacks. He said the person who committed these crimes more than 10 years ago could be anywhere today. We want as many people as possible to take a good look at this drawing because someone would know him. In November of 2020, a woman was held captive and assaulted by a man, causing her grievous bodily injuries. That same month, 54-year-old Kenneth Marshall was arrested for this offence at his home at 900 block of State Street, Hammond in Indiana. He was taken to the police station where a buccal swab was taken. He was released with an ankle monitor whilst awaiting his trial for the charges of confinement and abuse. On the 4th of January 2021, the crime lab notified the Toledo police that Marshall's DNA was a match to that recovered from the crime scene of the 3 previous offences after it was entered into the CODIS DNA database. On the morning of the 15th of January 2021, Hammond police arrested Marshall outside of his home without incident. The authorities then interviewed him and is now awaiting extradition to Ohio to face charges for taking Logan's life, abduction, and indecent assault in all cases.